Today I'm going to continue working on changing the cheapest Porsche 911 in the country into a supercar. If you are new to the series, I'm turning this old Porsche 911 into a supercar and trying to do so on a Honda Civic budget. But this old Porsche 911 has a problem. Imagine you pull up to a stoplight. Your intention is to ask the car next to you for some Grey Poupon. You roll down your window and that isn't very supercar-like, at least not the type of supercar you want to be seen in. Today we're going to fix that by replacing the window regulator. And if anyone has done that before, you probably know I would be smarter to take it to a shop. But I'm going to do this for you, and the fact that I'm cheap, but mostly for you. Since I'll be working near the airbag and I don't want to have it go off, I start by disconnecting the battery. This is probably a good time to remind you that this is for entertainment purposes only. And now that my lawyers are happy and that I've waited 15 minutes, I can start removing the door panel. I couldn't find where I put my interior prying tool. It probably got lost when I moved across the country. Because of this, I took an old flathead screwdriver and wrapped duct tape around it. I used the screwdriver to start loosening trim pieces so I can remove some bolts and screws. After all the bolts are removed, I could work the door card loose. With that off, I disconnected the door handle and a few things may have popped off in the process. So I hope I can get it back together correctly. Now I need to remove the door speaker and driver's side airbag. Then I carefully remove the foam sound deadening, being careful not to tear it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Now we're almost halfway done. Yeah, paying a shop to do this is definitely worth it. I removed the power window motor, which can take a bit to get out, but it does eventually come out. After loosening the top adjustment bolts, I can remove the window, and this makes me realize I need to work out more. I put the glass to the side, praying I won't drop it in the process. After removing the holding bolts at the top and through the holes under the door, then with a bit of yoga, I can get the old window regulator out. With some additional yoga, I'm able to get the new regulator in. After hand tightening some bolts for the window regulator and loosening the window holders, I put the window back in. And I'm very thankful I didn't drop it. After getting everything lined up side to side, I reinstalled the power window motor. Then I hooked the battery back up, as you have to raise and lower the window in order to make adjustments. This can be time consuming. It involves adjusting the bolts through the adjustment holes at the bottom of the door. It takes some time to get it all lined up correctly. Now the battery gets disconnected and everything goes back on in a quick montage. With the battery connected again, I tried opening and closing the door, but the window wasn't lowering and raising like it should. I pulled out my trusty scanning tool with Porsche software and checked for codes in the alarm system. The code shows that the door isn't latching correctly, so it could be a micro switch that needs to be replaced. So time to take the door card off again to check everything. Looking at it again, the door handle connector and micro switch look like they weren't in all the way, so I make sure to put them in all the way. After putting the door card on again, and then reconnecting the battery yet again, I open and shut the door and the window is going up and down like it should. Somehow in all of this, I lost the interior door light bulb. So I've got a replacement on the way, but I still have absolutely no idea where it went. The only other thing is the airbag light is on now. Fortunately, my code scanner can clear that code. With all the grabbing of the window, it needs a good cleaning now. Now that the window is working well, get into the comments and let me know what I should do next. Should I start on the interior or should I start working on a backup cam that has a factory look?